Good evening and welcome back. I'm Teddy, and you are listening to Analyze This Mess. Shout out to the mob, all my other bears. I call the Grizzlies and the Honey Bears. Just checking for a sound. Everything good? Before we get started, it is Friday, December 12th, 2025, and it is 9:40 p.m. All right. Sound is good? Great. So, just waiting. I'm looking at something here. Going over something. All right. So tonight, it's D for deadline. Reveal identity. The guessing ends here. For more than 4 years, people have been chasing a shadow, a voice with no face, a name with no anchor, an online phantom built out of aliases, avatars, and disappearing acts. And through every meltdown, every threat, every late night live stream where she's preached accountability for everybody but herself, one question never stopped echoing across the entire sector. Who is Danielle Robertson? People dug, people speculated, people argued in chats and comment sections, trying to piece together a puzzle she designed to never be solved. But here's the thing about shadows. Eventually, the sun moves and the darkness runs out of places to hide. This isn't rumor. This isn't tea. This isn't sector gossip. This is a federal court order, a judge, a signature, and a deadline. And that deadline is now. After years of chaos, after years of anonymous attacks, legal acrobats, digital masks stacked 10 layers deep, the guessing is almost over because on December 15th, Danielle Robertson must walk out of the fog and reveal her legal identity. Not the avatar, not the alias, not the screen name she hides behind when she throws stones and then deletes the evidence. Her actual legal identity to the court in writing on the record. This isn't karma. This isn't revenge. This is accountability finally catching up to someone who thought she could outrun it forever. So tonight, as the clock winds down, and as we count the hours to the moment the mask drops, remember this. For years, she played the sector like a stage. But the curtain call has arrived. And once the lights come on, there's no going back to the shadows. The guessing ends here. You know what? I can see some of the comments already, and I don't know how long I'm going to be on. It might be, 15 minutes, it might be 30 minutes. I don't plan to stay on very late because I would like to come on sometime tomorrow, earlier, much earlier than I've been coming on. All right. But I did notice a comment that jumped out. Maybe I will mention it, maybe I won't. There's going to be a lot of speculation about what might happen, why, we still don't know. But I can tell you this. Although it says 2 days, 18 hours, 41 minutes, and some odd seconds, 5, when the court closes on this upcoming Monday, the 15th of December, so far, the judge this week did not file any orders. Two days and some odd hours. That includes the weekends, the weekend days. The court is closed. So, for all intents and purpose, Monday is the deadline. That's when the court opens. It's at 8:30 a.m. Eastern. And because it has to be delivered, not electronically, it will be, if it happens, between the hours of 8:30 and 4:30 p.m. So, although you're looking at the clock, the deadline to reveal, yes. But even if something comes in and was filed today, don't know, something was filed yesterday by the defendant. Mhm. Monday is coming. Mhm. It's going to happen. What is going to happen? Not sure. But it's going to happen. Mhm. It's going to happen. I don't know exactly how it's going to happen. But someone asked the question, would the judge do some type of last minute on the day that of the deadline? Could something, you know, I can only tell you that between the hours of 8:30 a.m. and 4:30 p.m., the judge right now expects that Daniel Robertson will deliver her legal name, mhm, along with the postal address to the court. Mhm. Taking long pauses, and sometimes I do that. Tonight, I mean, there's a lot of talking points that can be made here. There are only 3 doors. It's the way I look at it. 3 doors. And none of them lead back to anonymity. Hear me out. Again, this is fair use commentary. This is for education, criticism, and entertainment purposes only, but with a purpose. I am not a lawyer. I am not giving legal advice. I am the plaintiff in this case. There are only 3 doors. This is my opinion. And none of them lead back to anonymity. Either she complies, one, she refuses, two, or she lies. Now, someone could interpret that, all right? But I see it as 3 doors. Every option has a legal consequence. She cannot spin on YouTube. If she complies, the mystery ends and the legal terrain changes instantly. Once her identity is on record, many things will and can happen. Some of these things I'm not going to say yet. But her biggest shield, that evaporates. Again, if she complies. If she files nothing, the court can treat it or treat it as non-compliance. It could be defiance. And federal judges don't play with deadlines involving orders. Mm-hmm. So that silence can trigger different consequences. Again, I'm not going to say what they could be, even speculate on them. Things that are legal, I'm not a lawyer. But of course, there are, different rules that the court follows, okay, and that are available to them. Let's get rid of this. There we go. Did I ever say the way I think this individual is trying to set up something imply? No. Go back and check my video. No. That's why I say, whoever that was, I know you didn't listen carefully to my video last night. No. I don't have the authority, nor did I say anything that would indicate I think whatever that subtle meaning was. No. But I'm going to put something up, and maybe this might answer a different question or relate to that. Yes, I did say, and I said it tonight, and I have said it for multiple times, that I don't know what will happen. Okay. I know she's anonymous right now, but I'm even saying right now, I know something will happen, but I don't know what that is. We'll get to Monday. And right now, it appears there's only, 8 hours? Right. 8 hours remain when the court will be open and an answer can be on time. Yeah. Because nothing was posted today. That leaves one more day. But let's go ahead and look at this. It's MCL section 750.423, chapter 750, yes, Act 30 or 328 of 1931, the Michigan Penal Code excerpt. Perjury, penalty, record and sign defined. Now, I said 3 doors. I said the first one, comply, refuse, or lie. Refusal can show up in different ways or not show up, right? I said interpret it, comply, refuse, or lie. I said if she complies, the mystery ends and things change instantly legally. I can't tell you exactly what that looks like, but there's a lot of things that will begin. If she files nothing, the court treats it as non-compliance or defiance. I can't tell you what that looks like either. If she lies, that is perjury, obstruction, and a permanent stain on the docket. A false identity submission would not just be disfavored, it would be criminal exposure. Michigan views perjury in court filings as a felony, and federal courts have zero tolerance for deception. So that's why I'm bringing up this. Any person authorized by a statute of this state to take an oath, or any person of whom an oath is required by law, who willfully swears falsely in regard to any matter or thing respecting which the oath is authorized or required, is guilty of perjury, a felony punishable by imprisonment for not more than 15 years. I won't read more of that. Now, one of the first, um, let's see, someone's response. Let me go back up. Let me just be. I don't know. Other people, it's just my opinion. You can see it your way. There's different ways to see it. Yeah. I just, I'm just thinking like big picture. Maybe I could say it like that. Doors, big picture. I mean, if someone wants me to be detailed and specific and all of that, it's the big picture for me. Someone's speculating as to why she would reveal herself. I think I saw someone say that or put that in the chat. Someone on Station Head will just say, that's just speculation, right? Huh. Unless she told that individual this is why, and she can confirm that would be just a guess. But whatever this person said, that doesn't necessarily, if she reveals her identity, that's not going to necessarily stop. No. I don't want to get into. I'll just say what I believe I saw, that they would give their identity so that it can stop contact with uh, Google, or, and I'll leave it at that. Hmm. I, that's just a speculation. That's not. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to, what impact all of that will be legally, but it will absolutely change. It is going to change the entire face of this case. It is. Mhm. I don't. I don't know to answer if she's going to, how her identity will be confirmed. Because someone writing that their name is Betty Lou. Okay, who is Betty Lou? It wouldn't do it for me, only because of the history. No, uh, no. How was it confirmed? Verified. It's a legal document, legal identity. How is it going to be confirmed? Hmm. Yeah. If she gives, if she gives a name, her legal name, if it's her legal name, that can be confirmed. Hmm. There are documents, legal documents that can confirm your legal identity. Hmm. So, and there's, I don't know how it's going to happen. Okay. But I don't think it's just going to be, oh, so your name is Betty Lou. So we're going to have the plaintiff, because I've been ordered to update. I'm going to, update my complaint that now I am suing Betty Lou. Okay. Who is Betty Lou? If that's all I, I'm talking about what I'm used to dealing with. That's how I would be like, okay, Betty Lou. What I'm saying is, I have to trust the process that the court is going to know it's her legal name. And if it's not her legal name, they will know that too. I have to trust the process. Yeah. I have thought about that. It's not me says someone says she plans to request that her identity be sealed. Isn't that the same as staying anonymous? Well, it is. And request, I'm just without think about time. Think about the timing here. What's due on Monday? What's due on Monday is your legal name and an address, a postal address. Not motions, not requests, not pleadings. What the judge expects on Monday. So you have to look at the order. What the judge expects on Monday. What happened to all this week? Okay. Request and all of that. What the judge expects on Monday is the legal name and address, postal address. And I'll leave it at that. This is my opinion. If I were given an order and I had a deadline to deliver specific, I personally wouldn't come with, pleadings or an excuse. Not when I've been given this for, enough time to do that. Yeah. Because the judge would have to rule on that or not. Yeah. She's looking for the legal name and address, my opinion. That's what's on the order. Not a substitution. Not a substitution. We are, for all intents and purposes, 8 hours. 8 hours. Remain in a business day to what? Is someone going to show up? So let's play out that scenario. Show up, court opens, 8:30. Okay? It's Monday morning. Is there going to be a ruling on that? I doubt it. Seriously. Will she even see it? Will it even get docketed? Do you, I don't even really expect, depending on the time of the day. Yes, if something shows up first thing in the morning, it might get on the docket on the same day. Mm-hmm. But if it doesn't show up until last minute, then it won't get docketed the same day. It will go into Tuesday. That's right. Let's make that clear. All anyone knows is what the judge has requested. No one in the cave has a crystal ball nor pretends to know what she or the judge will do. Not at all. When I have said things, I say, this is the receipt. This is what she said. Here's the receipt. And here's why they said that this or that. So I don't know. Personally, I don't. That's correct. And I don't even recall no one here in the bear cave saying no. So listen carefully. And if they've said it, they're talking about the receipts that have been shared. We just have to wait and see. Yeah. But we're close. Charisse says, boy, if and when she gives her ID, again, this is your opinion, probably have at least 3 or 4 additional cases. I can tell you this. When she gives her ID, what's in the federal court right now, that's going to change, I'm sure. Not just my case, because, down in another courtroom, there's another case. And when they find out that there's a new name or a legal name, then, yeah, that's going to impact that case as well. And that legal name, that is going to be on the record. You see, the argument has, I'm not going to get an argument, why they keep saying that they want it not to be exposed. Somebody said seal it. I have receipts where she has said why she needs to remain anonymous. Remember, I said, she told us. And it's not what she told the judge. Anonymity gives her power to do the things that she does without accountability. I read from one of the excerpts. She said, I can do this to you, but you can't do anything to me. It's a weapon. She didn't tell that to the judge. She told the judge a different story. And yes, time will tell. And you can email me at unwinewithteddy@gmail.com. This is DForDeadline, Reveal Identity. Let's see. Yes, stay focused. Interesting. Yeah. Again, I don't think the judge, and this is not the only case where someone's had to, give their identity, their legal. Yeah. Yeah. I can't just say, oh, I'm Betty Lou. Okay, Betty Lou. Let me see it. Yeah. Even YouTube, even Google requires, before you can get AdSense, think about it. Before Google can pay out to everyone who has monetization partnership, they require a legal document confirming ID, facial. They require, yes, and a tax number. Google's not playing. So the money They know the account and they know the name. They know the banking information. They have your ID. Uh-huh. So all these things can be confirmed. So if information is given, that information can be confirmed. Yeah. You see, really, look, it is 10:53, and that's good. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't really, I more or less looked at the chat, and I probably would have gone in a little bit different direction. At least that's kind of why I don't look at the chat. But tonight I did. I'm not certain if I answered everybody's questions exactly, because this is this is touch and go. And everything I say, yeah, they're listening. Mhm. And looking for an opportunity to spin things and say things that I've not said and put things in the record that I have not said. Yeah. But I can tell you this, the sector, they have watched her weaponize anonymity. Yeah. And when you abuse anonymity long enough, it becomes an exhibit material, maybe. Her own behavior. She talks about others' behavior, her own behavior. Yeah. You're at the intersection here. And it's going to be her choice to choose which door she goes through on Monday. Yeah. She makes that choice. Mhm. Monday is not just a deadline. It's a line she cannot cross back over. Once she submits whatever or acts or not, Monday will come and it will go. It's a line that she can't cross back over. None of us. Time moves on. Every filing, every statement, everything. If she reveals, then her legal identity, once she submits it, every file is going to attach to a real person. Every statement she made becomes traceable. Every lie she's told publicly can be matched to a sworn declaration. The era of the avatar mystery will end in real time. It's D4. Yeah. Deadline. Reveal identity. Yeah, that's going to do it for me. Hang on. Let me check my email and I'll be right back. right. So I'm wondering, was that the TikTok track that someone requested the other day? Who was that? Wanted to hear. I have that one. I think that was like one of the first ones. Yeah. Yeah. I finally, I think, dug it up. All right. I have a lot of email. Let's see if there's anything. I think that's going to do it for me. It's 11:01. If you have any questions, concerns, email me at unwinewithteddy@gmail.com. But now it's time to say goodnight. Appreciate my moderators and all of you for joining me. Yeah, I have plans to come back sometime tomorrow earlier. So please hit the like on your way out. Biggest bear hugs go out to all the grizzlies and the honey bears. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Teddy. Good night.